Hey Stampers, it's Debbie with Stamp It with Debbie, and today I would like to welcome you to my 12 Weeks of Christmas series. And today I'm featuring this cute treat box that you can put treats inside and give away to friends and family or neighbors for this Christmas. It doesn't have to be something big. The package pretty much speaks for itself. So let's get started and I'll show you how to create this. The first thing you're going to need is a piece of paper, and I've used this piece from the Merry Little Christmas Designer Series paper, and it is cut at 2 inches by 10 inches. And don't worry, I'm going to have all the measurements over on my blog at stampitwithdebbie.blogspot.com. And what you're going to need to do on the long side is you're going to do a little bit of scoring here. And you're going to score at 1 inch, 2 inches, 4 inches, 6 inches, 8 inches, and 9 inches. And that's all the scoring you're going to need to do. You just want to make sure and fold up on all of those score lines really well, so when you put your treat box inside, you have some good defined lines. So I'm going to set this aside for just a minute. And I'm going to be using one of our clear tiny treat boxes, and I like to fold all of the edges just so when I get ready to put it together they fold together a little more easy. These come in a package of 16 boxes. Oh, there we go. So I don't know if you can see, but this little one with the cutout is what goes in first, and then you put in the 2 side tabs, and then you're gonna hook that little tab inside of there, and then you can kind of go inside of the box and make it fit. Now for this one here, I did put a little paper, a little shredded paper, and then I put my treat. This one I'm just going to fill with some peppermint candies for today. You could fill with Hershey Kisses, or actually even a gift would fit nicely in there. So once I have my treats in, I'm just going to close the box up. And then the next thing that we need to do is I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive here on this piece on the center. This is a 2-inch square, so I'm going to put it on the center here just to kind of hold my treat in place just a little bit. Just set that down in the center there, and I'm going to bring this around, and where you have the score marks, so this one's going to fold out and that's going to fold out, so you end up like this with a little carrying pouch. Now the next thing you're going to do is take your handheld punch, and you can mark some lines if you want to, or you can just hold it, and I'm going to just hold it today. And I punched a few holes here. Next thing, I'm going to take some of our jute twine, and I'm going to cut a good amount because I want to feed it through those holes. And if you have some trouble, just kind of twist the end a little bit and it should feed through. Whoops. Well, that end's not wanting to go, so let's try this one. Okay, so I have them both through, and then I'm just going to tie a little bow here. All right, so that's step 1. We're going to have that done. Now we need to create a little tag for the front like I did for this one, and I'm going to use a stamp set called Hang Your Stockings. Here it is. And I'm going to use this that says Merry Christmas. I'm also going to use the holly leaves and the berry. So I've cut a little piece of paper here at 1.5 inches by 2. And I'm going to use Cherry Cobbler ink to ink up my Merry Christmas. And then I'm going to use Old Olive for the holly leaves, and I'll come back to the Cherry Cobbler for the berries. And it's okay if it overlaps just a little bit. All right, so now we have our greeting for the front of our box. And we're going to attach that to the front, just using a little adhesive, and I'm using Fast Fuse, so we want to put it on right here. The next thing that I'm using are our mini ornament embellishments. And you can see how it hangs here. It's just a little bauble, and it's got a little hole at the top. So I'm going to use a little bit of linen thread. And I'll just feed it through the eyelet on the top, and then I'm going to go up under the bow that I created here. And then I'm going to tie another, you can tie a knot or you can tie another bow if you want to. All right, and then we'll just want to trim that up just a touch. And then the last thing that I used for mine are the little pine sprig embellishments here. And I'm just going to tuck that up under. You can also put a little glue dot on the end if you want, but it's pretty tucked up under there. So if you feel like it's going to get away, put a glue dot on it. And that's the treat. So like I said, you can put any kind of gift inside, a little candy treat inside, if you would prefer. Again, all the measurements will be over on my blog, and you can visit my blog at stampitwithdebbie.blogspot.com. If you like this project, I hope you'll click like below and stop back another day to see another project in my 12-week series of Christmas. Thank you for stopping by.